Business school can open many, many doors. That is somehow a truism and a truth. Why? Well, the world is your oyster, but a few industries truly dominate MBA hiring, namely consulting, financial services, and technology. Roughly 65 to 85% of the graduating class at the top US-based MBA programs go into one of these three areas. Let's take a look at each of these industries. First up, consulting. Consulting is the most popular post-MBA industry at virtually every top MBA program, and it has been that way for much of the last 5 to 10 years. At some business schools, as much as 40% of the graduating class typically enters a consulting position. And the huge numbers may be the tail wagging the dog. Consulting is a field that's open to all as long as you can prove that you have the analytical abilities to do the work, and it's a job that pays quite well. Total comp is over $200,000 to start. So a lot of the grads enter the field because the door is almost always open and the firms are almost always recruiting aggressively. In fairness though, consulting is a great industry to launch a career in. Some look at it as a post-MBA apprenticeship. You enhance your hard skills, such as data analysis, as well as your soft skills, influencing decision-making at the highest levels of organizations. But there is a trade-off. You need to be ready and able to deal with tight deadlines, intense work schedules, and significant travel to client sites, which are often remote. What do you think? For you? Not for you? There are other options, of course. Financial services, which includes private equity, venture capital, hedge funds, investment banking, asset management, sales and trading, and more is a popular path. Private equity is a demanding position as it requires a mix of fundraising, investing, and financial and operational management skills. And there are a limited number of jobs available in PE each year. Competition is high, and the firms tend to hire significantly from HBS, Stanford, and Wharton. Even then, many of those who get jobs have return offers from the firms before they were even starting business school. PE compensation can get quite high at mega firms, but median compensation across all PE firms that hire MBAs is actually aligned with consulting compensation, which tends to be around $175,000, $185,000 as a base salary, but PE bonuses often stretch much higher. Jobs in venture capital, also known as VC, are in high demand because they allow MBAs to help with the exciting task of growing small businesses that are based on kind of cool and innovative ideas. VC is a much mythologized industry. You feel like you're taking a big swing with the hope of funding the next Facebook or Google. Venture capitalists take ownership stakes in early stage companies in anticipation that these firms will eventually be acquired or go public. In addition to helping fund these early stage companies, venture capitalists often advise them on ways to grow. By sitting on companies' boards and collaborating with, supporting, or mentoring management, venture capitalists help with everything from recruiting to sales to engineering to fundraising and financial issues. These jobs are quite rare coming out of business school, and experienced product and finance professionals tend to network to get these jobs. Hedge funds attract engineers and finance professionals who are interested in generating and evaluating investment ideas and who have a love of financial model building and in-depth company analysis. A hedge fund may be a great place to work for someone who is financially motivated, but you also need to be comfortable with a lot of risk. Most funds will tie your compensation to how well your recommendations and the overall firm performs. Investment banking, once the domain of those with existing banking experience, is now open to many more applicants with strong financial or analytical skills, largely because these firms are struggling to recruit. The job is intense and demanding, and the hours are long, and sometimes, at least these days, technology seems a little more fun and exciting. But MBAs who become investment bankers get to use their analytical, problem-solving, and interpersonal skills to advise companies on going public or raising secondaries after going public. They raise debt to help private equity firms make acquisitions. They assist governments in raising money to issue bonds and more. As an investment banker, you'll make a lot of money and develop a lot of marketable skills. But again, you may lack work-life balance. Asset management is far more reasonable. It tends to have a more 8 to 6 feel. The buy side, asset management firms help clients, often organizations or institutions, decide where to invest their assets, typically trying to surpass a benchmark established by the client. Analysts and portfolio managers can be very well compensated, but that's only if you really outperform, and that often requires a lot of conviction in a differentiated opinion. Lastly, we have technology. Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, along with other smaller players, hire MBAs for product management roles, though MBAs can work in many different functions, including operations, product marketing, strategy, and finance. Product management is a core function that helps technology companies stay competitive in the marketplace, ensuring effective decision-making and promoting constant product innovation. Product managers set product strategy, understand user needs, and define the product roadmap, complete with feature requirements. A few more post-MBA careers to mention: brand management, general management, and entrepreneurship. While these areas aren't as popular, there are certainly many MBAs who pursue these paths after graduating. And in the case of entrepreneurship, many MBAs who dream of pursuing that path after graduation. Now that you know more about some of the most popular post-MBA careers, it's time to learn how to write about them. Check out the next video on how to write a career goals essay.